Hussies, welcome to Thick Girls Guide. Today I am super excited for this video because I just got in my order from Jaclyn Cosmetics. So this is the Bougie Rouge collection, and so it's all sorts of blush. I think I got one like lipstick here. But I love blush. So we'll be going over, I only picked up one palette, but I'll go over prices, also what else is available in the line, and how it works, and we'll do swatches as well, and obviously apply it. So I've got like obviously my base on, but we'll apply the blush and see how it is and give a little review here. So if you are interested, then keep watching and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Hussy gang and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. All right, so Ms. Jaclyn launched her blush collection. So there's two blush palettes, both the same size. One is a cool tone, one is a warm tone. I prefer the tones of the cool tone palette rather than the warm. So I ordered the cool tone, which is called, I think this one is the Rouge Affair. So this one's called Rouge Affair. And the other one is called just Rouge Romance, but they have the same packaging, so they're a little hard to tell. So like on the, that might be backwards or something for you guys, but this has all the shade ranges, and then it says I keep wanting to say Love Affair, dang it, Rouge Affair up there. And the packaging is blue, white, and gold, so super cute packaging. All right, so there are two blush palettes. She did say she got the inspiration for this whole collection from the movie The Duchess, which was inspired, or a movie about like life in the 1800s. I've never actually seen it, but blush used to be called rouge, so that's where the rouge comes from, I guess. So, which I never knew that, so fun fact. Okay, anyway, so this is the palette, the Rouge Affair. Why do I keep trying to call it all sorts of different wacky names? Okay, so this is the Rouge Affair palette here. So these are the tones, which are super pretty. It did come with like a little acetate cover here, and then you do get the little mirror here, and there is a little film over it, so you just peel that off. These blushes look stunning, to be honest. So this one is Fantasy, French Kiss, Living Lavish, Admirer, Dainty, and Forever. So all of those I will absolutely use. So I'm so happy I went with this specific palette. The palettes are $45, but here is an up close look at the packaging. So this is embossed where it's raised. The back of it is this the background is this really pretty floral blue and white print. It's very cute. I dig the packaging. So that is the palette. I will throw a picture up here of the warm tone palette called the Rouge Romance. And then the next thing that she launched is the cream blushes. This color I got in Empress. I will pull the component out later. It was super hot yesterday and today. They weren't able to deliver the package yesterday, so this obviously cream blush was sitting in a hot UPS truck for quite a while. And when I tried to open it very carefully, it did get stuck to the lid. So I kind of had to repair it, and then I put it in the refrigerator to cool it down. So we'll pull her out later, but there's 4 shades. I will throw the swatches up here. Obviously we'll swatch this one. And I don't know if we're gonna do just the powder, but I wanted to try this one out and see how the cream blushes were. I only have I think 1 or 2 cream blushes, so I'm not a huge fan of them. They kind of intimidate me a little bit. Like, people put them like directly on their face, and I'm like, no. Like, that to me is asking for it. So when I did the Natasha Denona cream blush, I took like a damp beauty blender, dipped it in there, and did that, and applied it to my face, and that worked a lot better, where I could control the amount of blush. But I feel like people drawing it on their face, like, you're asking to look like Bozo the Clown. I'm sorry. Like, and blush can get out of hand real quick, and it's hard to take off. So be careful, people. The next thing that I picked up is the Luminous Rouge. What is this? Luminous Rouge Blush. Rouge Luminous. I feel like that's very redundant, but okay. So this is the shade Love Language. So she has powder luminizers, like highlighters essentially. I do like this packaging actually a lot. And then that is the product. But this is supposed to be like a blush that also has a like luminosity to it. And I just thought that was really cool, because you don't see anything like that. Her packaging is top notch though, I will say that. Ms. Hill knows what she's doing with the packaging. But also the color of the J is the color of the product. So if you have, I think there's 4 of them as well, and I'll throw the picture up here. But if it's sitting in a drawer, you can just see it and know which one you want, rather than having to flip it over and, you know, look at it in the back. So thought that was cool. And the last thing I picked up from the collection is the lipsticks. This is First Kiss. And this is a lip cushion. So let's open her up here. I do like the packaging. So it's kind of just monochromatic. This is Jaclyn down the side, and then that is the kind of the doe foot applicator. So we'll be putting that on as well. And this comes in, I believe it's like 6 different shades. So I'll throw up the picture there, and of all the different shades. So the palette is $45. The lipstick is $18. The luminizing blush powder is $30. And the cream blush is $22. And I think everything is still in stock on the website from what I've seen. But if not, I'll put it down below, like what is, or if like a whole section is sold out, like if all the palettes are sold out or anything. So if you're interested, you can go to the website and get it. And I know that she has her line available at Ulta as well, but I don't think this is launched in Ulta just yet. So I think so far it's just on the website. I will double check that. If it is on the Ulta site, I will link it as well in the description box. All right, let's get into the fun part of swatches and then the try on. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so here are the swatches of the blush palette. So this first one is Fantasy. Second is French Kiss. Living Lavish. Admirer. Dainty. And Forever. So I did obviously build these up with, I think, 2 at least. I think I had to go 3 on like this lighter one here. This one right here. I had to go like 3 because blushes are not obviously as pigmented as eyeshadows, because you don't want 10 kinds of like tons of pigment on a blush. You'll be looking like Bozo real quick. So I did have to build these up a little bit, but again, when they apply, it's going to be obviously much more diffused. So even like this one, like I love the color of this one. But going in, from what she said in the video as well, is go in with a light hand, because they are more pigmented than normal blushes. So you can get overzealous very quickly with these. So you can always apply more, but it's a SOB to try to blend out too much on your cheeks and try to get that calmed down so you don't look like 10 kinds of crazy. So I think because I do have some other videos to film today, as you can see, I didn't even do my eye makeup because I have an eyeshadow palette that I'm waiting on. Upcoming video. So I'm trying to film that one today as well. So I figured let's play with the blush because I didn't put any on yet. And then when my eyeshadow palette gets here, then I can just film that really quick. And then I'm going to try putting this over the top of the powder blushes. Again, the cream blush, I will do a swatch on my hand and like sheer it out so you guys can kind of see what it would look like on the face. Okay, so I have my Morphe 106, M106. This is my blush brush. And I think I'm gonna go in with, I kind of want to go in with Dainty, which was this kind of brighter kind of coral. And you can see it picks up pretty well. So I'm like, dust that off a wee bit. Okay, I'm gonna get my mirror here so I can see how much is going on. And you can see it right away, like it's definitely pigmented. I just like stamped lightly into it. So she is correct. This is definitely pigmented, and I want to go in with a different color on the other side, but I'm wondering if I'm going to look 10 kinds of crazy. Whatever. You know what? I'll just explain it in the next video if I look 10 kinds of crazy with too much blush. Okay, so that was Dainty, that I keep wanting to call Danity for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, so I think that's really pretty. I can go in a little bit more. Build her up a little bit more. I think that's pretty. Okay, so let's go in with, let me look at this one. Let's go in on the other side that I feel like that won't look totally different, is Admirer maybe, which was this one. And then we'll put, on this side, then we'll put this on top of it, which it will, I would say, deepen it. So, okay, there is Admirer. Okay, yeah, this one is a bit brighter, but also we did 2 applications to go up the face a little bit. Yeah, this one is obviously not as bright. And it's a little bit, like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit of a brighter pink than this one. This one's obviously more corally. Okay. So that was those 2. So far, I think I will use the bejesus out of that blush palette. Let's try this one here. And again, I've never worked with this. I should have probably prefaced it. I should probably also state that I am not a makeup artist or MUA, but I just love makeup and, you know, apply it to my own face. So I'm not out here doing other people's makeup or anything like that. Okay, so let's pop that little thing off. I feel like it's gonna shoot stuff everywhere. Okay, so, and some kind of came out there, so I'm gonna like dab it on my fingy and do a little like swatch here. So I wanna see if I sheer it out a little bit. So this is, I would say, compared to those, it still has a good amount of pigment, but you can definitely sheer it to be, you know, much less opaque. So, okay, but I do like the color of that. So I feel like we need to go in real careful with this one. Okay, so I'm not gonna try and pick up any additional product. Kind of swirl it. I'm swirling it around the lid here. I just got a little bit. does it give a luminosity? Can you tell? It definitely like made it more vibrant for sure, but I don't necessarily see any kind of luminosity from it, you know. Let me scoot you in. In comparison, I don't see the luminosity. So it's interesting, like a powdery blush, and I didn't see it on my I didn't see it on my hand either when I did the swatch. I already rubbed it off, like, but I mean, so I don't know. So there's like the stuff here. Okay, let me try to I'm gonna do another swatch on my hand because I want to see if it's supposed to be luminous. So I'm like, maybe did I shear it out too much? I don't feel like there is. I don't feel like, okay, but that's like my skin is like shiny. But then compared to, I mean, I feel like this one has a luminosity. I don't know. I don't feel like they're like luminous. You know what I mean? It's still a pretty color. It's pretty much the same. It's kind of like in between those two, I feel like. So it is a little bit of like a slightly different shade. So I'm not mad at it, but do I think it's worth $30? No, not for that. I would expect it to be more luminous, just given what was said about it and the powders that it's kind of mimicked after. But I never tried her loose highlighters either. So I don't know how luminous those are. I have her the highlighter pressed highlighter palette that I love, the Flash palette or something like that. So those are bomb.com, but as far as like the loose highlighters, like I haven't tried those yet. So let me know down below if you've tried this or if you've tried also the illuminating highlighters, and if you really like those, because they sell out. So I feel like they're popular, you know. I don't know. So okay, let me go see if this one is cooled down yet, and we'll do the swatch for that one. All right, so it does look like it has cooled down quite a bit. So this is the component. So this really pretty rose gold, and then the shade is on the bottom, which is Empress. Let me open it because I didn't check the product. Yeah, she's a little bit jacked up. Blame UPS. It's not Jaclyn Cosmetics' fault, but it should still be okay. It is solid enough for me to like try on my hand here. Okay, so be very careful with that. I wish it wasn't janky, but it's better. I thought it was gonna be like liquefied with how hot it was. Okay, so when I put it onto my hand, just straight from the little component, that's what it looks like. And so let me buffer out. This is what would happen if you like just try to do this crap on your face, by the way. Like it still will stick there, and it moves out. It does move around, but it's maybe because my hands are dry as hell. It gets stuck in my grooves. But it's kind of a sheerer. When you buff it out, it gets really sheer. So that I do like. Okay, so that is kind of like what it would look like. So it does sheer out pretty well. But if I go in, what I would probably do is take the brush and like put it on there and then apply it, and that should give you more control. So it didn't really, I mean, it looks brighter in person, but on camera I don't feel like you're seeing the buildup of it. But it did build up more when I went in and okay, yeah, so it builds up pretty nicely. Like if this was on my face, like it'd be like bam. So don't take one of these and be like down your face or like dab dab dab. Like it's gonna be a train wreck, to be honest. But yeah, so a little sad this one got janky in the mail, but I will still definitely use that. I think it's a really pretty color, and I think it'll be pretty easy to use after applying it with from the actual component to my hand. Like, you can still see where I just like streaked it on. So not recommended for that. But then the outskirts here, and it dries down. She did say that it was a cream to powder finish, so I forgot about that. Yeah, this cream to powder blush stick transforms on skin for a gorgeous, effortless wash of color. So it is supposed to be a little bit lighter as well, but yeah, what I recommend, don't go straight onto your face with it. Okay, and all right, the last thing we're gonna try out is this lipstick. So this is Last First Kiss, and let us see. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this on camera, but I have to like look into my little mirror thing right here. Okay. I like the color, it's pretty. Okay, so it is like a lighter, okay, there's my bottom lip. That was one dunk. Let's do, and I did kind of wipe it off. Like, it is a little bit like, it's like a thicker formula. Okay, and I wonder if it's gonna, like, because when I look in the mirror, it looks almost like a matte finish. I do love this color though. But yeah, it looks like kind of like a matte finish, but it doesn't feel like a matte finish. I do really like the look of this and the feel of it. It's like very moisturizing, like it doesn't feel drying at all. Now she did say that it's not transfer proof. It's not something that's supposed to like matte down and stay. But she said that in her video, when she had it on for a couple hours, like at that point it was like, you know, not coming off on like her cups and stuff like that. So it is supposed to last quite a while as well, but it's just not like, they're not claiming that it's, you know, transfer proof or that's gonna stay on all day and blah blah blah. So I do like the feel of this though. Like, it is, I would say it's my type of lipstick, where I don't like drying matte stuck to your lips lipstick where you like, it's like the Sahara Desert, you know. I'm addicted to lip balm like people are to crack, and I have to have lip balm on me all the time, and I hate dry lips. So that is one thing that is my pet peeve. So I'm not a big like liquid lipstick fan because of how it typically feels. This doesn't feel like a liquid lipstick. I don't feel it drying down. I don't feel like it's like, you know, trying to like rub it together. Like, it still feels like silky and very comfortable. So I'll definitely use this. So I do like this. I felt this was a little overrated. Definitely, to me, not worth the $30 price tag. I'll still use it. It's a pretty color, but what I was expecting, what it is, I think are two different things. The cream blush, I do like that as well. We'll definitely use this. And loved the palette. I am more of a powder blush fan in general, so I figured I was gonna like this the most, just based on my own personal preference. But yeah, I love this and the lipstick. Could do without this thing, and this is all right. So if you really are into the cream blushes, I think it's a good formula. I'm not a huge cream blush fan. I prefer the control of the powder. But yeah, so that is it. If you have made an order or trying out her blush line, Bougie Rouge, then comment down below. Let me hear if you have gotten it yet, if you've tried it, if it's just on the way, or have you even heard of it? You know, some people are, you know, not on the up and up with all the makeup launches, and they're just like, whatever. So just depends, you know. But yeah, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out and give this video a thumbs up. All right, see you guys later.